Hi there and welcome to Nagler Power Yoga. So we're going to start putting together some of the forms we've been using in the 1 through 5 yoga routines. So if you've not looked at them, some of the forms are really detailed. I'll continue to give alignment, but it might be helpful to look at some of those forms before you do these more advanced routines. All right, soles of the feet together, knees open wide, use your elbows. Take your hands to your toes, move your toes back and forth. Take your right leg, extend it, take your right and left hand on top of your left foot and move the hand back and forth, massaging the foot. Hands to the toes, that's your right hand to your left toes, move them. Other side, left leg comes across, hands on top of the foot, you're sitting up and moving the hands back and forth, just massaging the foot and the little bones and muscles and tendons. Right hand to the right foot, left hand to the toes, move the toes back and forth. Walk yourself right back into the straddle position, Ardha, and then come right into an open straddle stretch. So again, I always tell my students, don't take your leg out to your outer edge, just find the comfortable stance, forearms or palms or fingertips on the floor, whatever you've got, and don't let the feet go slack, bend the ankles. Nice and easy, bring your legs together, 2 hands under the right foot, extend the leg up and turn the biceps in. All the way out, other side, hands under the foot, lift up. Walk yourself back into the straddle, take your shoulders right over the right thigh, flatten the belly, reach for the foot, and don't let go of the bend in the ankles in either side. If you'd like to deepen, take the right elbow inside the right knee, wrap the right hand around the shin, take the left hand to the outer edge of the right foot and keep both ankles bent. You're taking your head under your left bicep. Unwind gently, walk your shoulders over the left thigh, reach, flatten your belly. If you want to deepen, you're taking the left elbow inside the left knee, the left hand to the left shin, right hand to the outer edge of the left foot, head dips underneath the arm and the ankles are bent. All the way out into a simple upavista, 2 fingers around the big toes. We're going to lay back. We're going to take one leg out, turn the bicep in. Come on down. Other side, we're going to take the other leg out, turn the bicep in. Walk yourself into the straddle, take upavista on the floor, bend your elbows. Then when you're ready, lay yourself down. We're coming right into a happy baby. Those of you who don't know it, the arms come inside the shins, the elbows stay in place, and the hands wrap around. Draw the thighs down. Notice that it's not this and it's not this. It's arms inside, hands wrap around. Drop your legs toward the floor. 2 fingers around the toes right here. We're taking upavista on the floor. Into a bridge pose, plant your feet, triangle between the shoulders and the head, no weight on the neck. Lift on up, intertwine the fingers, take the roll of the shoulders. Heel toe the feet in with a good press in your left leg. Lift your right leg up, flex foot, and then gently lower the leg down until it hovers above the floor with a bent ankle. Bend your right leg, take your left leg up. Take that leg down. Bend the knee, drop yourself down, Baddha, arms overhead. While we're here, intertwine the fingers, take the palms away, stretch the wrists. Take the arms over the head, take a little lean to one side. Come back to the midline, take a little lean to the other side. When you're ready, right knee into the chest, left leg extends, roll the right knee out toward the right armpit. Back to the midline and switch, left knee in, rolling out. One more time, soles of the feet together. Take your fingertips above and just stretch them. Roll the fingertips and roll the wrists. Roll in the opposite direction. Then hands under the knees and round the upper back like a gorilla. Then kick from your belly. Come on up. On the third one, find Navasana. Extend the arms. Then in one motion, hands under the knees, round and roll. Don't let your heels touch. Use your belly for strength. And again, hands under the knees, round and roll. Come on up. One more time. under the knees and roll. Control it with your belly and extend the arms. Drop your hands, drop your legs out in front of you, shake them out. We're going right over for a forward bend. Reach up, fingers wide, reach for it. Hang on, flatten your belly. All right, we're gonna go right to the upavista series. So in upavista, we're gonna take 2 fingers around the big toes. We're gonna sit back on this, what I call the magic diamond. So we're gonna sit back in that balance position, turn the biceps in a little bit, and open the legs. Now your legs do not have to be straight. If you've got straight, go for it. If you need more balance, you're gonna need more bend. So more bend makes more balance. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. Move your hands back and forth. Again, lay back, 2 fingers around the big toes. Try to use your belly more than your toes. The toes are just there for guidance. You use your belly and your core strength here. Draw the legs out, take them out in front of you and shake them out. Okay, now we're going to start to play with that in the roll back. So give yourself some room on your mat so that you can roll all the way back and sit up. All right, so you're going to need that much room. So here we go. Hands under the knees, 3 times. Round and roll. Round and roll. 3rd time, don't let your heels touch. Come on up, find Navasana. Use your belly. Extend. 2 fingers around the big toes. Extend the legs as straight as you're comfortable straightening them. Take them out into upavista. Bring your legs back, bend the knees, find Navasana. Hands under the knees, round and roll. Come on up. Again, Navasana. This time 2 fingers and go right for upavista. Draw the legs back, find Navasana. Hands under the knees, round and roll. Come on up. Okay, now we're going to do the roll back in upavista. So there's a couple tricks here. Here's the full pose. I'm going to take myself back and kick back strong. Kick on up and find the balance point. Now I made that look really easy. If you're new to this, it is not easy. It makes you feel like you're 5 years old. So there's a couple little tricks. If this is your outer edge, then when you roll back, bring your knees in a little bit, take the roll back up, and open up. Again, don't hold on to your toes for dear life. The work is in the stomach. So you've got to take your feet back far and use the velocity of the roll and the kick from the belly to get yourself back up. All right, here we go. Open up, roll back far, kick up strong. You need 2 rolls, kick up. Good. There it is. There it is. There it is. Good. Soles of the feet together, knees open wide. I don't have as much room as I would like here, but we'll do our best. All right, here we go. One more time. We're going to take the legs out. We're going to kick back and kick up strong. Find your balance point. Take your time. All right, now we're going to put that into the vinyasa here. Take the toes back and forth. All right, hands under the knees. We're going to roll up 3 times. On the 3rd time, find Navasana. 2 fingers around the big toes, extend the legs. Take the legs out left and right. Round your upper back, kick back strong. Kick up, find your balance point. Once you're there, draw your legs back, hands under the knees, in 1 roll, round and roll. Come on up, you're in Navasana. 2 fingers around the big toes, open up. Draw yourself back, strong kick. Kick all the way up, hold. Draw the soles of the feet together. Take your hands to your toes and let them go. Good job. From here, take your legs around and we're going to walk right back into a down dog. If you have blocks, you may want to use them here. I highly recommend them with some of the poses we're going to do. Little push through the back of the heels. Drop right down to the knees. We're going to stretch the wrists. So the middle finger touches the knee. There's no space between the middle finger and the knee. The back of the hand comes to the floor and the knees are wide. Then you shift your weight back, just sitting back just a bit. Stretch those wrists. Come on out lightly, shake them like there's water. Intertwine your fingers, take a little roll. And let's plant our hands and go right back to a down dog. Little pedal through the back of the legs. Back of the legs should feel fairly open right now. Walk the feet all the way up, find your stance. Fingertips to the earth. So notice that I don't want my hands on my shins, right? That's very popular, but we don't want our hands on our shins because we miss the release of the thoracic spine. So bend your knees as much as you need to get your fingertips under your shoulders, not way back here by your heels, but right in front. Drop from your shoulders. So look up, inhale. Exhale, bow. Press off the earth nice and strong, and hands come through. Remember, in our stances, feet together is the hardest. The triangle from Anusara is pretty steady. Or this is Anusara, sorry. The parallel Anusara is the most steady, and the Ashtanga form is also fairly steady. This is the hardest. All right, here we go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, touch the floor, bend your knees if you need to. Look up, inhale, flat back. Exhale, drop the head. Press off the earth, good and strong. Take a little standing back bend. Head and neck comes through, hands through to the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and touch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow. Press off the earth, go right to the back bend. Take your gaze back. Head and neck through, hands through to the heart. Easy reach up. Exhale and touch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow. Fingertips to the line of the toes. I see this all the time. People stepping back with their hands up here. No, no, no. That's bad for the knees. Fingertips back toward the line of the toes. Then step back into the down dog and notice how you feel no pressure in your knees. Feet nice and wide. Forward into the plank pose. Right here, turn your biceps in and lift your right leg with a bent ankle. Only about a foot. It's not very high. Foot and a half maybe. Drop it down, other side. Lift that left leg. Down to the floor and down to the knees. Melt through the low back. We're going to go right to the push-up. So remember, in the push-up, the hands come a whole hand length lower than the line of the breasts. The thumbs in the underwire line if you're a female, and bring them down 2 inches lower. Crease of the wrist, under the elbows. Guys, it's mid-ribs. Come on up easy. Press yourself lightly back. Take a little pedal. Right leg comes up, knee into the chest. Step up, high lunge, fingertips to the line of the heel. So never out here, never here. Always back by the heel, knee over the ankle. Drop to the knee, slide forward off the kneecap. Plant your left hand, turn and twist. Right arm up. Drop your hand, come on up to the high lunge. Press back to a down dog, take a pedal. Left leg comes up, knee into the chest. Step up. If you don't step up all the way, no big deal. Cheat your foot up, cheat your fingertips back. Drop to the right knee, you slide forward off the kneecap from here to here. So the weight's off the kneecap. Plant the right hand, turn and twist with the left arm, fingers wide. All the way out, come on up to the high lunge again. Press back to a down dog, take a pedal. Right to the drop, push up, forward into the plank. You're going to take a lot of weight in your feet. Your feet are wide, not together, but wide. Press forward 2-3 inches, bend and drop. Let the body catch you. It's to keep the weight out of the shoulders. Crease of the wrist under the elbow. Come on up, nice and strong. Ease yourself back, take a little pedal. Walk your feet all the way up to the front of the mat, feet wide. 2 fingers around the big toes, bend the elbows, drop the head. You can give a little shake to the head if you like. Straighten or bend the knees, up to you. Look up, inhale. Exhale, bow. Press off the earth, standing back bend. Head and neck through, hands through to the heart. Easy reach up. Exhale and touch. Inhale, look up, bend your knees if you need to. Exhale, bow. Feet together, bend your knees, stay low. You're in Ardha Utkatasana, the low chair pose, your belly's grazing your thighs. Fingertips walk right back to the line of the toes. You don't get out, you come out of the squat at all. Walk 2 steps to plank pose. Turn your biceps in. Take your right leg, lift it up. Knee into the chest, then hinge back, 3-pointed dog. Weights in the ball of the foot and the right toes come out for a split. Drop the leg down, come forward into the plank, lift the left leg, knee into the chest, kick back, hinge back. It's a 3-pointed dog, the left toes out to the left. Drop to the floor, forward into the plank, take the push up, push forward and drop. Elbows in, crease of the wrist under the shoulders. If your elbows start to poke out, you know you need to adjust your hands and bring your hands back. Right leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, high lunge, fingertips to the line of the heel, come up for a crescent pose. Then take the crescent twist. You look to the floor to the right, and it's left arm forward, right arm back. Notice that your body's not forward or back, but right in the middle. Drop the hands either side, kick up for a split. Drop the leg down, come forward for the plank, press forward and drop. Hands back, check. Is the crease of your wrist under your elbows? Do not let your elbows come out. Come on up strong, kick back down, dog. Left leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, adjust your fingertips to the line of your heel. Right foot comes over at the angle. Nice and strong, that knee stays right over the ankle. Do not straighten the leg. You want the weight in the thigh. Look to the left, right arm forward, left arm back. The palms face down, the fingers are wide. Drop the hands, walk yourself back to a down dog, pause. Forward into the plank, drop to the knees, take a melt through the low back. All the way into a child's pose, just ease yourself back, take a breath. You rest while I get a sip of water. And then nice and easy, plant your hands and walk back to a down dog. Right leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, high lunge, back foot spins. We're going to straighten the right leg and we're going to use the straight leg for the triangle. If you have a block, here's how it works. You take a 4x6 by 9 inch block, and you put the block on whatever side you're comfortable with, but it does not go next to your foot. It goes between your ankle and your knee so that the crease of the wrist is right under the shoulder and the hand takes some of the weight off the back of the hamstring. Okay? So wherever that block does not go here, it goes here. Okay? Then drop the left hand, sweep the hand up by the right toes. Keep your gaze on the floor if you're new to this. Set the pose, and then if you choose to, look up. You can drop the right ear towards the right shoulder for a little neck stretch. Take a little bend in the front knee, plant your hands by your heel, walk back to a down dog and pause. Other side, left leg up, knee into the chest, step up, fingertips to the heel, back foot to flat. You're going to move your block back behind your heel. And again, you're setting the block between the knee and the ankle. So whatever side you're on, it doesn't matter. You're going to put the crease of the wrist under your shoulder, open the right hand, sweep the right hand up with your gaze on the floor, set the pose, then look up. Take your time. Take a look at the floor, bend the front knee, set the hands next to the heel, step back for a down dog and pause. All right, we're going to go to that triangle without the block. So right leg up, knee into the chest, step up, fingertips to the heel, always. Never here, but always here. Back foot spins, straighten the leg. So now it's either the hand on the shin or the fingertips on the floor, crease of the wrist under the shoulder. Either way, hand on the shin, fingertips on the floor. Left hand is wide, you sweep it up and around. Look up when you feel steady. Let the head drop if you like. Take a look at the right shin if your hand's not already there. Put it there and then drop your shoulder back. Again, looking at the floor is always steadier. Looking up is always harder. Unwind, big bend in the front knee. Kick up into a split. Toes come out to the right and bend the right knee. Look out under the right armpit. Kick that right leg up, forward into the plank. Take the drop, push up, push forward and drop. Hands back, crease of the wrist under the elbows, easy up and easy back. Left leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, fingertips to the heel, back foot to flat. Start straightening the left leg. It's either hand on the shin or fingertips on the floor. Again, it's not out here. It's way back here. Then open the right hand and fingertips wide as you sweep the arm around. Look up or not. Take a look at your shin. Put your hand there if it's not already there. Draw the shoulder back. If you want more, you look up. Unwind, big bend. Fingertips to the heel. Kick up, toes out to the left. Bend the left knee, roll the ankle and look out under the armpit. Kick the leg up, down to a child's pose. Take a little breath. Push some weight into the hips. Walk yourself up to a standing position. We're going to go into the shoulder stretch. So put your belly right on your thighs. Get low. Drop your head. Sway your body a little side to side. Hands on the hips, shoulders on the back, little pull between the thighs. Come on up to standing. Top of the mat. Here we go. Easy reach. Exhale and touch. Fingertips to the earth. Look up, inhale. Exhale, bow. Plant your fingertips along the line of your toes. You have to bend your knees to make this work. Walk 1 and 2. You're right in the solid plank. Come forward and drop. Come on, up for an easy up dog, hold the up. All the way back down, we're going to go right to the 3-pointed plank. So you're going to keep both ankles bent, particularly the leg you're lifting. Press up with the right leg lifted, ankle bent. Notice we're in a plank, not a dog. Knee into the chest, hinge back now. We're in a 3-pointed dog. Drop the leg forward into the plank. This time drop to the knees, melt through the back. All the way down, check the hands, cock the toes. Press up, left leg lifted, ankle bent. Knee into the chest, hinge back, 3-pointed dog. Drop the leg down, walk your feet all the way up to your hands. This time Padahastasana, whole hand under the foot. Feet are at least 12 inches wide. I like mine about 15 inches wide. Drop the head, lift the belly, wait for the back to let go. Fingertips to the earth, look up. Exhale, bow. Press off the earth, good and strong, standing back bend. Head and neck through, hands through to the heart. Top of the mat in your stance, reach up. Exhale and touch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow, fingertips to the line of the toes to the plank pose. From the plank, drop to the knees and melt. Down to the floor, we're going to go to the bow pose. So pay attention to the form. Both feet in the hands. If your hips are tight, you're going to start with your knees a little bit open. If you're a little more advanced here, you can line up the thighs. 3 parts for safety. Shoulders on the back. Look up with your eyes second. Then lift the legs if you like. Wait for it. Then down to the floor, hands in a fist. Let go of the legs and massage the back. One more time. Tops of the feet in the hands. Line up your thighs how they're comfortable. Then shoulders on the back. Look up with your eyes. Lift the legs. All the way out and forearms into a triangle. Elbows under the shoulders. Cock the toes wide on the mat. Press up into the forearm plank. You're pressing down and back. Drop to the knees. Walk your knees in. Drop your forehead to the earth. Drop your shoulders. So we're releasing the spine here, going the opposite direction from the bow. Unwind. Plant your hands near your knees. Walk yourself up to a standing position. Feet wide. One hand on either elbow. Let your head hang. Let go. So a big lift in the belly helps here. If you need to put a micro bend in the knees to protect the hamstrings, please do. One more breath. Then hands on the hips, shoulders on the back, little pull between the thighs. Okay, we're going to work ardha chandrasana here. If you have blocks, I'm going to suggest you use them. In ardha chandrasana, I often see a lot of mistakes in this pose. I see people lining up their block way out here, which puts tension on the hamstring, and I see them lining it up with their toes, as with the front of their foot, as opposed to giving themselves an angle, which is what we need to open the hips safely. So the easiest way to find this is to put your blocks on the kitty corner of the top of your mat. And then we're going to cheat our foot to the top of the mat. So if you see this alignment, the toes are within an inch of the top of the mat, and the block is right here, so that the angle from the middle of the foot to the hand is sharp, right? So the bottom of the toes line up with, essentially, the fingertips or the palm. All right, so we're going to do this from a squat knee position. So top of the toes within an inch of the top of your mat. Fingertips back by the heels, so not up here, but back here. Come on up, little velocity back to front so you tell your body what to do. Grab hold of the right block, lean into it, take your left arm up, bend your left ankle a lot, and look up. So the fingers are wide. If you need more balance, look down. Looking up is always more challenging. Drop the hand, drop the left leg, walk yourself right back down to the knees. You're going to cheat your left foot. Note that my foot is in the middle here, right? It's not over to the right or the left. It's right in the middle. So I'm going to come right on up to a high lunge. Little velocity back to front. Grab my block and take myself up, leaning into the block, bending that right ankle. Drop your hand, drop yourself out. I think I'm going to cheat myself back a little bit so you can see this a little bit more dramatically. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put that into a vinyasa. Top of the mat, easy reach up. Exhale and touch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow, fingertips to line of the toes. Walk to a down dog, pause. Take a little pedal through the legs. Cheat your hands up close to the front of your mat, then forward into the plank. Press forward and drop to the floor. Elbows in, come on up. Lightly press back. Right leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, high lunge, fingertips to the line of the heel, little velocity back to front, grab your right block, step up, set your pose, look up as soon as you're set if you want the challenge of looking up. Listen carefully. Drop your left hand to the left block or inside it on the floor. Turn your left toes toward the earth, keeping your leg lifted. Lift your right arm. It's twisting ardha chandrasana. Fingers wide on the right hand. It's hard. Drop the fingertips to the blocks of the floor, left leg down, fingertips to toes, walk back to a down dog. Forward into a plank pose, take a drop to the knees, come through the back. All the way down, hands back, elbows in, cock the toes, press up strong and hinge back. Left leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, cheat your toes way up. Fingertips to the line of the heel, little velocity, step up into the left block. Look up if you want to. Lots of weight in that left block. So the bottom of the toes should be lined up with the line of the block or the fingertips if you're using fingertips. Right hand comes to the right block or fingertips inside on the floor. Right toes toward the earth and the left arm up. Try to keep your right leg straight. Draw the leg down, right foot down, come down to the knees. Now I'm going to coach it without the blocks. So if you're at home and you don't have blocks, you can use a dictionary or a thesaurus or some big thick book. It'll help. All right, so here we go. We're going to walk ourselves up to a standing position. Reach on up off the earth and hands come through. And let's begin the vinyasa. Reach up. Exhale and touch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow, fingertips to toes, walk to a down dog, pause. From here, right leg up, knee into the chest, step up, set your toes, fingertips to the line of the heel. Now, fingertips, I want my fingertips to line up right from out from the edge of my toes, about 13 to 15 inches to the right. So it's a little velocity back to front. Set the fingertips, set the leg. Look up if you like, draw the left shoulder back. Drop the left fingertips about 13 to 15 inches to the left. Again, you're lining the top of the fingertips up, or the top of the toes with the fingertips. Take the right arm up. Drop the fingertips, left leg down. Walk yourself back to a down dog, pause. Left leg up, knee into the chest, step up. Fingertips to the line of the heel as you push up. And then set your left fingertips even with the toes, but out about 13 to 15 inches. Right fingertips on the opposite angle. Right toes toward the earth. Left arm comes up. Drop the hands, right leg down, feet nice and wide. 2 fingers around the big toes. Drop the head, let go. Pull those elbows out if you want a little stretch across the thoracic spine. Unwind, fingertips to the earth, look up. Exhale, bow, press off the earth nice and strong. Hands come through to the heart. Okay, we're going to learn the half bow. So in the half bow, we're going to pull one of the blocks into place. We're going to do the same thing we did before. Little velocity back to front. Hang on to the block. I'm going to take my arm up with a little bend in the left knee and a good lean into the left block. I'm going to bring my knee and my thigh to me. So don't reach behind you, bring the leg to you. Hang on to the foot or the thigh. Open up as much as you're comfortable. Look up only if you feel steady and only once you've set the pose. Then sit yourself back in Ardha Chandrasana again. Drop your fingertips down, right leg down, move the block to the other side. Walk yourself back to a down dog. So you want those fingertips to be pretty close to the top of the block. Left leg up, knee into the chest, step up, fingertips to the heel, little velocity back to front. Am I backwards here? I'm backwards here. How did I do that? All right, let's do it again. Back, come forward into a plank pose, drop to the knees, melt through the low back. All the way through a quick child's pose, press your weight back, then hinge yourself back to a down dog. So I guess I was on my left side. Okay, opposite side, right knee in, step on up. You want your block right to the angle, little velocity back to front, step on up, take your left leg up. Little bend in the knee, the standing leg, bring your leg into your belly, hang onto the shin or the foot, draw your shoulder back. Kick yourself back, flex your foot. Drop your hand, drop your foot. All right, we're gonna do this without the block. If you need the block, please use it. Look up, inhale. Exhale, bow. Press off the earth, good and strong. Hands come through. Inhale, reach up. Exhale and touch. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bow. Plant the hands, walk back to a down dog, pedal and pause. Forward into the plank pose, drop to the knees, melt through the low back, look up. Down to the floor, cock both toes, press up, three-pointed right leg lifted, knee into the chest, hinge back, three-pointed dog toes out to the right. Drop to the floor, forward into the plank, drop, push up, forward and drop. Elbows in, come on up. All the way back down, cock both toes, press up, left leg lifted, ankle bent. Knee into the chest, hinge back, three-pointed dog. Drop the leg. Right leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, high lunge, fingertips to the line of the heel, up for a crescent pose, nice and strong. Keep your weight in the thigh and the foot. Take a look to the right, left arm forward, right arm back. You're in the crescent twist. Drop the fingertips to the line of the heel, little velocity back to front, fingertips to the block or the floor. Your fingertips are even with the toes and out to the right. Nice and easy, drop your fingertips to the floor, left toes toward the earth, right arm comes up, you're in the twist. Look up if you like. Come right back to Ardha Chandrasana again, listen carefully. You need that angle between the toes and the foot. Put a little bend in the right knee, left thigh comes into the belly, hang onto the foot or the shin, open up as much or as little as you like in the half bow. Kick your leg back, flex the foot, drop the hand down, left leg down, walk yourself back to a down dog and pause. Left leg comes up, knee into the chest, step up, adjust your fingertips to your heel, right foot comes over for stability. Gaze on the floor, don't ever straighten the knee in crescent, you want the weight in the thigh. Look left, right arm forward, left arm back. Drop your fingertips to your heel. Little velocity back to front. Fingers on the angle here as you come up for Ardha Chandrasana. Take your gaze to the floor. Right fingertips to the opposite angle. Right toes toward the earth. Left arm up. Then right back to Ardha on the left side. Taking the right arm up. Put a little bend in the left knee. Put a big bend in the right knee. Hang on to the foot, the thigh, or the foot, the shin, or the ankle. Open up, you can look up if you feel steady. Kick the leg back, drop it down. We're gonna come into Malasana to finish. So heels on the mat, toes off. You can come partway down or all the way down, triceps in the shins. Close your eyes if you like. Take a breath or two. Plant your hands, rock forward so you take the weight in the hands. Press up from the hands, not the knees. Come all the way down to the floor and let's stretch the shoulders. We're going to take the left arm under the right, fingers wide. Lay down. Use your body weight to take as much or as little as you like. Unwind gently. Take the right arm under, lay it down. Use your body weight. Unwind, knees nice and wide. Intertwine your hands, drop your shoulders back. Stretch the wrists, the back, the shoulders. All the way out for a child's pose, an active child's pose with the elbows off the earth, pushing some weight into the back body. Walk yourself up to seated position on your heels. Just shake out your wrists. Small circles one way, the other way. Shake them out nice and strong. And thank you so much for joining me for Nagler Power Yoga. Come back for more. Namaste.